Last weekend, my mom decided it was finally time to pass down the sacred family bread-making tradition to my siblings and me. She gathered us in the kitchen, wielding a 1970s Betty Crocker cookbook and a rolling pin like a culinary general. Things started off innocently enough: warm water, yeast, the occasional nostalgic tale about the good old days when bread cost a nickel and people still respected gluten. The only mildly strange thing was the sheer amount of flour she insisted we use, enough to make the Pillsbury doughboy nervous. We dutifully followed her instructions, each of us assigned a task. My brother measured flour, my sister handled the eggs, and I was on yeast duty. The first sign of trouble came when my brother, in a heroic effort to avoid spillage, managed to drop the entire 5-pound bag of flour onto the floor. Mom tried to play it cool, but you could see the hope evaporate from her eyes like a poorly proofed dough. It's fine," she muttered, scraping flour off the dog. At this point, the dough had taken on a life of its own. It was expanding at an alarming rate, crawling out of the bowl and onto the counter like a glutinous blob from a low-budget sci-fi movie. 3 hours and several kitchen casualties later, our dough volcanoed over the sides of the bowl, oozing onto every available surface. The dog tried to eat some and got stuck to the fridge. My sister attempted to punch the dough down, but it bounced back with a vengeance, launching a chunk directly into my brother's hair. My mom, ever the optimist, just sighed and said, "Well, at least it's rising." By now, the kitchen looked like the aftermath of a flour-based tornado, and the only thing we'd successfully baked was our own dignity. It was at that moment, as we watched the dough attempt a hostile takeover of the oven, that we realized something important: we weren't really learning to bake bread, we were just loafing around.